Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not just all talk, he really puts in the work to move ahead in his career. You'll see him sticking to routines, taking his responsibilities seriously, and making steady progress over time. Don't expect flashy speeches or big promises. He quietly gets things done.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't break down. He tends to stay calm and keeps going. He's not quick to get upset or lose his temper, and you won't see him sulking or unraveling if a problem pops up. Instead, he's the type who quietly figures out what went wrong and tries to fix it without making much fuss.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work may respect him for how hard he works and how reliable he is, but he isn't the easiest person to get along with. He's not very good at reading people's feelings or being gentle with words, so sometimes his bluntness can rub others the wrong way. He doesn't pick fights, but he might say things that sound rude or uncaring without meaning to.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he's unlikely to be jealous or feel threatened by your success. He will probably focus on his own goals and keep working hard without making your achievements into a competition. He's mostly wrapped up in his own work, so your progress won't shake his confidence or cause drama.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he isn't likely to secretly resent you or feel insecure. He pays attention to his own work and achievements, so your higher earnings won't bother him much. His main focus will stay on his job and routines, not on competing with you.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money very carefully and doesn't spend without thinking. You'll find that he likes keeping things in order, so he'll usually budget, save, and avoid buying things on impulse. He's not someone who splurges suddenly or takes risky chances with cash.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives a life he can actually afford and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He's careful and practical, so he makes sure his spending matches what he earns. You won't find him taking loans to buy fancy stuff or trying to show off.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is tight both with money and his way of thinking. While he isn't stingy in a rude way, he won't be the one giving gifts freely or spending extra on surprises. You might find him cautious, even a bit distant when it comes to sharing, whether it's cash or emotions.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and straightforward about money, not secretive or controlling. You won't find him hiding expenses, keeping secrets, or creating drama over who spent what. He prefers clear plans and honest talks, so he's likely to share details and stick to agreed budgets.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared, not left only to you. He values routines and order, so he won't expect you to handle everything by yourself. You won't hear him say, "That's your job," or try to avoid helping out.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will genuinely help with chores and even with things like diapers, rather than just standing around and telling you what to do. He doesn't like mess or delays and he believes in keeping things organized, so he'll get involved when there's work to be done. He treats household tasks like any other job that needs attention.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He isn't much for deep emotional understanding, so he may not always try to see things from your side. Instead of arguing loudly to prove he's right, he'll give short, direct replies and focus on facts. You might feel he's more interested in fixing things than discussing feelings.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he usually stays calm and doesn't say hurtful things or act aggressive. He's not quick to lose his temper, and if something bothers him, he'll handle it in a direct but controlled way. You can feel safe that anger won't turn into cruelty or aggression with him.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, this is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He tends to stay steady and doesn't lose his cool easily, even when things go wrong. You won't need to walk on eggshells or worry about sudden outbursts.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility when he's made a mistake. He's practical and prefers fixing problems rather than blaming others. So, if something goes wrong, he's more likely to admit it rather than point fingers at you. His apologies might be simple and not very emotional, but they will be honest.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He's practical and clear minded. So if you set a limit or say you're not comfortable with something, he's likely to listen and not push further. You won't find him ignoring your words or trying to twist your arm for his own way.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He doesn't get upset or feel rejected easily over these things. With him, you can say what you feel and he won't make it into a big issue or hurt his pride over it.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and not use them to hurt or embarrass you later. He is straightforward and not interested in playing emotional games or bringing up personal things to shame you. Even if he isn't very warm or expressive, he prefers keeping things honest and respectful.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. His focus is strong and he tends to stick to routines and commitments without chasing excitement or flirting. You may not get lots of romantic gestures, but you can rely on his loyalty and sense of duty.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not overpossessive or someone who acts jealous, controlling, or always suspicious. He doesn't spend his energy trying to keep tabs on you or getting upset if you talk to other people. You won't feel like you have to always explain where you are or who you're with.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature does not turn into controlling behavior. He isn't someone who uses care as a reason to limit your freedom or make choices for you. So, if you're worried his protectiveness is a hidden way to be controlling, That isn't the case with him.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to do everything alone. He believes that keeping things running smoothly takes both partners working together. He won't just leave all the work to you or disappear when kids need attention.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't get angry quickly or raise his voice. Instead, he'll handle the situation with a clear and steady mind. The children will get guidance on what went wrong and what to do next rather than facing harsh punishments.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He respects routines and teamwork. So he understands that you have responsibilities at home, but also your own goals and interests outside of motherhood. You can expect him to help with family tasks so you have time for yourself too.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will support your career now, only to ask you to quit once you have a child. He believes in keeping things organized and sharing family duties, so he's likely to see value in both partners contributing through work and home life. You can trust that his support is steady, not just temporary or convenient.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will most likely act polite on the surface rather than show real warmth to your parents. He isn't naturally expressive or caring in emotional ways, so his greetings and behavior will be respectful but not very loving or close. While he won't be rude or unfriendly, you might feel there's a bit of distance in how he interacts. He is more likely to try to adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He doesn't get angry or dramatic easily. His style is quiet and matter of fact. Even if your family pushes boundaries, he won't react with harsh words or make the situation uncomfortable.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to be modern with you in private, but expect you to be a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values order and fitting in with family customs. So, when relatives are around, he may want you to dress, speak, and behave in ways that match their expectations. You'll find that he's practical about outside appearances and may ask you to follow old fashioned traditions, even if he's relaxed at home.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you quietly rather than side with others or stay out of it completely. He isn't someone who jumps into drama or takes strong stands in public, but he won't leave you alone when things feel tough. His support will be steady and practical, focused on solutions rather than taking sides in arguments.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy, and he will choose your side in a conflict with his mother if he believes it's fair. His nature is practical and balanced, so he doesn't just follow his mother's wishes blindly. He may not stand up with strong words, but he will quietly support you and help sort out the problem.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
No, he's not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He prefers keeping personal matters just between the two of you and doesn't feel comfortable discussing your problems with others. This helps build trust and keeps your bond stronger and more respectful.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Being in a relationship with this man day after day feels stable, organized, and dependable. He keeps routines, handles responsibilities, and rarely creates drama, so life feels steady and problems get sorted quickly.